Hello, welcome back to Reliquia Park. Let's see. I zoomed in, so now you can see what's really going on. Alright, so we're back at it again. Previous episode we completed the Land of Shards, so let's move on. We're going to be going to the Land of Glyphs. So let me see if I can set up a section in this document that I'm compiling for all the garden codes. You know what I find interesting is that every one of these mechanics all have 5 letters in them. I'm pretty sure this one's called like pylon, and pylons also have 5 letters. So totem, spire, shard, glyph, pylon, all 5 letters. And I guess you count hints as a 5-letter thing. But alright, never mind. That was just me babbling. Let's see what glyphs are about. Okay, this is similar in length to the Shard Island, so Shardland, so it's cool. The most eccentric of the 5 settler groups leave for the east of the forest. They take with them the relic of the aberrant. Aberrant, I don't know what that means. Guess it's a very eccentric word. Hello. You have a plus symbol on you, and it looks like naturally what I want is to put you guys in here. Oh wow, look at the gate. It's a smiley face. Oh, it's like a U shape with a square, but I like to see the square as 2 smiles. Alright, so I'm shuffling around the things, but doesn't really seem to be an order in which these are, so it looks like it's just placed these glyphs into the squares for now. Same here, but these glyphs have different meanings. So maybe the order is now... Oh, whoa. Yeah, there's nothing there. Alright, so maybe the order means something. Okay, what if I swapped you guys around? This still works? What if you are not at the bottom? I mean, how many real ways are there arranged? Like 6, right? It doesn't seem to work in any order I put them in. I don't think I'm gonna try until it fails. So let's assume that it works in any order so far. Alright, we have sets now. Okay, let's do the intuitive thing and place the same color into each set. That is correct. What if we swapped a couple colors? It is now... well, it fulfills one of 2 rules. What if we swapped again? Again, one of 2 rules. And one more time. Okay, that also fails. So it does seem like color. Maybe hollow and filled is a better way of saying it. So it looks like what this is saying is the smile, or sorry, the dot means that every purple square must be filled. The U shape means that sets must contain the same color of shard of glyph, maybe. One more. Alright, well now they're all the same color, so it's not really about color anymore. This solves one of them still, so there's a different meaning to it. Maybe all of the same type must be adjacent. That only works for one. Maybe all must be in a single row. That does it. What if it were a vertical row? Okay, what if I rearrange the order of these outside items? The plus and the thing. This could mean numbers, like circle being 0, 1 being 1, and this plus being 2. But right now I don't think there's any real thing here. Alright, so that's what we can sort of figure out. So the rules are glyphs. All purple squares must be filled, must contain a glyph, let's say. Glyphs of the same type may not form 3 in... sorry, must, not may not. They must form 3 in a row. But I don't know how... well, I mean, 2 in a row only doesn't work because you see the... yeah, okay. Anyway. Settler E-City is built, the eclectic mishmash of styles and design, growing haphazardly without a plan. No secrets here, I wouldn't say. E-city residents love to showcase their personality and unique characteristics to others. Okay, now we have... Oh, wait a minute, we don't have... Okay, so it is maybe just... this now. So this fails because we do have 3 of these in a row, which probably passes. So if there exists 3... what are you trying to say here? If there exists 3 of the same type, they must be in a row? That's one way I could think it means. Let's see. So it must be 3 in a row within the purple squares. It can't just be 3 in a row existing outside. 3 in a row within these squares given. Okay. Oh, now we have different... well, we have more colors. Do colors not matter here? Well, it did matter in the puzzle like a couple ago. This works. Why have we placed a plus instead? That doesn't work, so... okay. Why have we rearranged the order? I guess it also doesn't really make any difference. So this really prompts me to question my eventual understanding. Because how is this fundamentally different from the previous puzzle where I had 2 sets? Maybe it's less restrained because there isn't a set of 3 of the same color. Maybe. Yeah, so for example, these could all form like this. Oh, maybe. Let me check my suspicions. This should solve the puzzle. Okay. What if we swapped colors here? My bet is this doesn't work anymore. Yes, because these do not have any... well, they're not all similar. And by similar, I mean by color. So 3 in a row must always be sorted by either color or shape. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Also, I didn't actually... oh, hello. I didn't actually record the code of the first garden, so let's do that. Alright, 001 bolt plus 001 bolt plus. Okay. So let's talk about more glyphs, I guess. So all purple squares must contain a glyph. That is still correct. So for any 3 consecutive glyphs in a row or column, within the purple squares, because outside purple squares this effect does not take place. Glyphs that are part of a set of 3... okay, I guess is it any 3 consecutive glyphs? Any 3 consecutive glyphs in a row or column must contain... must either be similar in shape or color. Okay. I would understand that to be the rules. Alright, so resolving, let's see. Well, these are in the same shape. Do you think this works? No, they don't. Maybe it is about there being like an ideal solution. So this is ideal, right? This is not ideal? Or maybe it must be one of each color. It's also entirely possible. So there must either be the same color or one of each color. Wait, then it really doesn't... how does shape play into this? So even if I place 3 objects of the same color, that doesn't necessarily work, right? Yeah, so it is still about ideal solutions here. Where it has to be the same color and the same shape, or 3 of a kind of the same shape with different colors. Yeah, really confusing, but I suppose... I don't know. Alright, so bolt YSN bolt. Bolt YSN bolt. Alright, let's see what you have to say. What do you see? I see a scythe with a straight blade raised to the sky. What does this mean? Is this like a clue for a secret? A scythe with a straight blade raised to the sky. Intangible traits and preferences of each resident will turn into unique visual marks. Residents call these glyphs. The first set of glyphs to catch is prefers summer and prefers winter. So maybe, okay. Residents take joy in forming their own personal set of glyphs, aiming to be distinct from anyone else. So they want like a special collection, basically. Okay, so this is in fact order now. Maybe it's talking about sets. Okay, so I can see we can go by shape here. We can also go by order, so... so maybe what I want to do is put this on the side with the end being black, so that all these are black. And I guess if order changes, it doesn't work. Okay, I expect it. Does the order of these do anything? No. What about the order of these? No. So it definitely feels like sets of 3 must either contain this or this, but the intermediary doesn't seem to make, doesn't seem to have any restriction. It's gonna be way harder to define this, but okay. More glyphs here. Alright, so these can't be moved once they're slotted into here, so it's choose one from here and choose one and choose 2 for here. Okay. Well, I can probably select the circle to be in here so they're all the same shape. And then these are both black, so I'm assuming this is a set of black symbols, black glyphs. And then these are all circular glyphs. So maybe it still prefers which one produces an ideal solution. Right now there is no like ideal solution. There's only one solution, at least I guess. So now we have three rows of 3 here. Alright, so circle is like the odd one now. Where does circle go? Circle has to follow color, and if circles followed color, then the only glyphs with the 3 colors are these. Okay, we have a lot of pluses as a result. So maybe these glyphs occupy one side, and the plus here is what connects the rest of the glyphs. Okay. Well, I can see 3 white pluses, so that forms an ideal solution, which I believe means that they must be part of something. And the last one fits in here. Okay, what if I swapped so I look like this instead? This wouldn't work, right? Yeah. So I guess one way of saying, if a perfect set exists, it must be part of a 3 in a row, maybe. Okay, so S plus Y0Y. S plus Y0Y. Okay, let's revise this. Purple squares form rows of 3. Glyphs within these rows must either be of the same color and or the same shape. If there exists if there exists 3 glyphs of the same color and shape, they must be part of the same set. So instead of rows of 3, Yeah, okay, let's just call them rules of 2. Alright, so this new rule seems to work. Let's keep going. Designation era. The council formalizes the official set of glyphs that now apply to all East City residents, so now they are given characteristics that everyone should have. The council declares to all East Cities, unauthorized glyphs are now outlawed. People mold their identity around the particular glyph set, creating their own fashion and aesthetics from it. Oh, so everyone has their own glyphs basically, and they can't get other glyphs if they wanted to. And they build the entire personality around those glyphs. Okay. Alright, I see here that there is no way to form a set of 3 colors or 3 shapes. There is this, and there is this. So we have 2 black here, we have 2 circles here. This is completely outside of anything. This is white and a cross, which doesn't share any proper characteristics. Okay. So maybe now we're looking for one of each. Yes, one of each shape and one of each color. And if I remove this and place this instead, it is one of each shape but not one of each color. And if I did it the other way around, again it's one of each color but not one of each shape. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so there is 2 of each of everything, which means you can't form 3 of... Which means you can't form 3 of any color or 3 of any shape. So again, it's 1 of everything. So, I mean, really, any combination should work as long as you fill one, the other fills itself in. Nothing to explain there. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now we have a bunch of circles. And we have 2 extra shapes. Well, look, I can form 3 grey circles here. So must this be part of... Must this be part of a shape? Possibly. Wait, there's also not enough... There's also not enough... Oh, okay, so... You don't have to fill up all purples. I guess purples are just places where they are, you know, evaluated. So if I did something like this, would this work? Yes, because here is the same shape. Here's the same shape. Okay. So the rule should not be all purple squares must contain a glyph. It could be either all purple squares contain a glyph or all glyphs are on purple squares. Interesting. Okay, this is the opposite. This is find 3. Well, we have 3 circles. Does this work? No. So no. Okay, so is it still one of each color and one of each shape? It could be. So this would work. It does. Alright. So maybe... Okay. We've learned from the previous puzzle though that even if there oh, that doesn't. I was like, could there exist a set of shapes that are all 3 different colors, all 3 different shapes here? But here doesn't exist one. You see this shape and this shape of the same color, so there won't exist such a set. Alright, so maybe the rule can still hold that if there exists a set where it's all 3 color and all 3 shapes, then it must exist. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, this one, yeah, this one is solved already. Alright, interesting, interesting. This is what, N9 bolt, 9 bolt? Yeah, N9 bolt, 9 bolt. N9 bolt, 9 bolt. Okay, so All purple squares must contain a glyph, or all glyphs must be in purple squares, whichever is possible. If there exists if there exist 3 glyphs of the same color and shape, they must be part of the same set. If there exists 3 glyphs of different if there exists 3 glyphs all with different colors and shapes, they must be part of a set. Let's say that's the rule. That's not entirely confirmed, but that is the rule that I'm thinking would be true here. What do you see? I see an abandoned room with only 3 corners. Interesting. A triangle? The council releases a new collection of glyphs annually, sorting the population into small distinct boxes every year. Each time this happens, the residents must approach the council they are appointed with their appropriate glyph. And the council chooses this year's 2 glyphs to be assigned, prefers cats and prefers dogs. Well, I do suppose it's interesting that you have 3 colors and 3 shapes though, because all the... Is this stuck in place? Oh no, it isn't. I can step here. I thought like this is a wall. What I was saying is that it's interesting that your glyphs have 3 different colors and 3 different shapes though, because your definition only puts 2 options. So I don't know why you'd have 3. But okay, this is the same thing. Select 2. Well, this one though, this one is a select 1. This one has to be in this set, and this one has to be in this set, right? Yeah, so now we gotta figure out how this works. Well, there exists... Well, it doesn't exist, but... No, this works, right? If I put a black circle here, I could put this over there. And that forms this. And I was thinking about that because I saw that the other shapes did form a full set. So now we have... Yeah, now we have color and shape here. We still don't have a set of 3 that are all different colors and all different shapes because these are both black. So my rules still hold. Okay. Now, okay, all glyphs fit. We do in fact have a set of distinct colors and shapes here. We don't have a set of 3 identical colors and shapes, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, this one only exists as a pair, so rather than being part of the same shape, it could be part of the same color. Which means that, well, these 2 are the only grays, so if this is part of the same color, it must be part of a gray, and therefore this is 1. However, the remaining forms only circles, so I think the remaining must be shapes, which means that this corner must be a circle instead. Okay, so we have our basic idea down. Let's start filling things up. I'm not sure if I need to worry about color within the shapes themselves. Hopefully not. As long as I do everything by my rules, I should be fine. No, this is not fine. So maybe... maybe it is... I was like, it could be one of each color here. But it really doesn't feel like it because that wouldn't resolve this top row. Yeah. Okay, well then, if I wanted that to actually happen, well, then I'll have the circle be in the corner so that... Yeah, I'll have the circle be in the corner. But if the circle is in the corner, then how do these shapes get fit? I don't know. Because there does in fact exist Wait a minute. No, that doesn't. Oh, there it does. Yeah, that does. It's this set. This set is 3 distinct colors and 3 distinct shapes. Yeah, I don't see how... Okay. I mean... These are 3 distinct colors. I can do that vertically as well to form 3 distinct colors. Well, then that sort of breaks this. So maybe my idea of the rules are completely wrong. No, they're not. By swapping these two positions, you get 2 sets of distinct colors and distinct shapes. Ah, and these are all sorted by color, by shape. So yeah, you have one down here and one up here, which are 2 valid sets. Okay, got it. So no, my rules are still right. I think if you interpret the wording correctly, my rules are still right. And this should resolve itself. It should solve. It does. Alright, cool. Understandable. And one more. Lots of glyphs. Lots of purple squares, but only 8 glyphs, so... Okay. Okay, it looks like I can't form a square here. So maybe it's just a bunch of intersecting 3 in a rows. Okay, any sets I can find at the moment? The answer is yes, I can probably find multiple sets. No. Well, yes. I can find one here. This is a set. Also, this is a huge grid. The other set would use this white circle. Like this. And I suppose the third set... Well, the third set could involve this grey circle. Like this. The issue is that actually lacks at 1, and this one can't really be part of any 3 in a row. In fact, it has to, yeah, it can't be a rectangle, but it could be 3 and 5, right? So is this black? This is black. Okay. So is 3 and 5 the only way besides a rectangle? Like, this should be valid, right? Unless it's not. I mean, based on the 3 in a row thing. This vertical clearly isn't valid here, but let's see. So right now we have 2 sets. Can we find a third set? Well, we found a third set like this. Can we find a fourth? Because this third set may not be correct, right? So a fourth one would be... Well, I mean, it could be a lot of things. It could be gray line, white circle, black cross. That's valid. So I need to select 3 that are first part of a set. Then I need to select another 5. The remaining 5 have to be able to intersect together. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect. So it could be 3 pluses and then 3 circles. Okay, you know what else it could be? It could also be a shape that looks like this. This forms a lot of 3s in a rows. So maybe that's okay. And what I'm thinking is that the 2 most important squares in there are the corners. And there are 2 corners, so those 2 could go in there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think this is it. No, this might be it. This might be it. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Because these are gray and black, the middle one has to be white to make sure. These have to be white to make sure. To make sure you don't have the same like that. And I put a black one over there so that you get 3 in a row up here. I can put a grey circle down there. Oh, this one gets stuck. It's okay. I can put a grey circle over there. That fits. And then I can place can place a black one here and then a grey one down there, and that gives you 4 sets. Wow. Alright, this works by my rules. Cool. Yeah, alright. Working by my rules, sure. That was a pretty tough puzzle. Alright, yeah, I think that means I could stop for here. This is about the halfway mark, so it's a good place to stop. 0 plus 711. Alright, let's see, I can write that down. Glyph Garden 5. 0 plus 711. 0 plus 711. That's just 711. Exclusion era. To give a sense of exclusivity, certain businesses and areas of ECD are made inaccessible. Oh my god, this is just discrimination at this point. The most popular downtown bar begins the trend by only allowing access to patrons who own the extrovert glyph. This initially is a very controversial idea, but soon becomes commonplace as each business attempts to carve out their own niche of the population. Yeah, this is 100% like subtle racism. Okay, weird, but interesting story, I guess. Yeah, we'll continue the story next time with more puzzles. Oh yeah, you know what? Given the storyline, I'd say the next one could probably be different colored squares, which only accept different types of glyphs. Yeah, maybe not. Until then though, interesting area. Yeah, can't wait to see more. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.